What's up, everybody? My name is Jordan, and welcome back to Marvel Nerd Talk. So today we are going to be discussing Brand New Day. Y'all, let me tell you something great about this. So we just got leaked trailer on Brand New Day, and I tell you, I was looking back on it over and over for the past 3 hours. Let me just say, we got a lot of heavy hitters in this movie, y'all. So first of all, we just want to say shout out to Tom Holland for doing his thing in this trailer, because I tell you this right now, this movie is gonna blow my mind and pretty much all you guys' mind throughout the whole movie, y'all. When this comes out in July, we ain't missing nothing. Alright, so usually you guys see Anthony, usually doing the podcast, but I am here to fill in for him. He's on a beautiful vacation with his wife. So today we're gonna talk about some villains that we have that has been leaked. Forgive me for my little stuttering, but here we go. Leak number one: villain that was spotted in this trailer, according to sources, and I saw it for myself. I'm gonna be a source. Scorpion. We have been waiting for years on Scorpion to pop up in this film. And let me explain. We have been waiting all these years for a live action Scorpion. Next up, Rhino. Rhino. We haven't seen Rhino in a film since Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is only for a split second. At the end of Andrew Garfield's movie, we seen Rhino. Plenty of more.
Yo, what's going with it, party peoples? It's your main man, Manny. What's going on? How we feeling today? So, on the day of the Super Bowl, they're not really showing no trailers or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of stuff. I'm like, yo, when are we gonna see a trailer? Maybe for Brand New Day or Doomsday? But apparently from sources that I've scrolled on my phone and, even friends telling me, Disney opted out on this stuff, this and that and the third. They ain't gonna show no trailers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think they got something secretive in mind. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like they're gonna be holding it off till the end, everybody's gonna be cheering for whatever team wins. Seahawks. But at the end, everybody's gonna be celebrating or whatever. Getting through everything, and then after that, boom! Imagine there's just a black screen, the camera starts glitching, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Doom's walking. And after that cuts, or we get that whoosh, we get a psh from a web. Ooh, it's just hype to think about, But honestly, with how Marvel's going, it's pretty interesting on how they're going, since there's a lot of controversy and everything with Mark Ruffalo and everything. To be honest, but as I can tell, they're pretty going through a great route right now. You know what I'm saying? And for my guy's channel, am I pointing the right way? Oh wait, hold up. I might edit that out, y'all, but just for a whole retake, subscribe to my guy right here, subscribe to the right there, you know what I'm saying? The like button is down there. Definitely enjoy it. His content's great. He gets into deep diving into trailers and many other media, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, all right? Peace.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, EJSERVANTOFTHEKING, and we back with another video. Listen, today, I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be an emotional video for me. It's gonna be one that's gonna hit the heartstrings for sure, man. We talking about who's the greatest, the most comic accurate Spider-Man. Now, me, personally, I'm probably gonna make a lot of people mad, because my favorite Spider-Man, he don't got the best movies, in my opinion. I do think his movies are underrated a lot. He gets a lot of backlash for his movies. And just off it, y'all probably already know who I'm talking about. But before I get there, let me tell y'all who don't know. We got Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man. We got Andrew Garfield as the second Spider-Man. And we got Iron Boy Jr. Yes, I said it. Iron Boy Jr. Tom Holland as the third Spider-Man. Now, before I tell y'all who my favorite, I'm going to break down my personal opinion about each Spider-Man. We're going to start off, might as well, bro, just go. We'll go oldest to newest. Tobey Maguire, the OG, in my opinion, he has the best movies, hands down. Spider-Man 1 is iconic. To me, Spider-Man 2 is the greatest superhero live-action movie of all time. That's just my opinion. And then Spider-Man 3, it was cool the first time I watched it, but I ain't gonna lie, I watched it again, and I'm not really that big fan of Spider-Man 3. But the first two are definitely my favorite. What makes Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man so cool is I feel like he nails Peter Parker down to the core. Like just that nerdy, geeky Peter Parker. Tom Holland, he's he's like that, but he's more so just like a little boy. And Andrew Garfield, I think Andrew Garfield's an underrated Peter Parker, but I just think that Tobey Maguire did it the best. Now, when it comes to the other Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, he doesn't really have that much quips, in my opinion. He's more of like a serious, strong, throw hands type of Spider-Man. And I think one of the best things about his movies is honestly the villain characters were just so great. Like Doc Ock, and then the man who played Doc Ock, he did his character spot on. Even William Dafoe, in my opinion, William Dafoe is probably the greatest. He was probably the best villain out of the trilogy, in my opinion. Doc Ock's a close second, but William Dafoe nailed it down to the core. And let me know this: I feel like William Dafoe would be a great Joker. Like if they made like a DC, if they do Batman Part 2, I think he would be a fire. Oh, the dog interrupting. What up, bro? But I feel like he would be a fire Joker. And then, all right, so now we'll talk about Andrew Garfield, man. Now this one's gonna hit a little bit home for me. Toby, obviously I grew up on him, and I grew up on Andrew too. But I think Andrew Garfield nails Spider-Man, not Peter Parker, but I think he nails Spider-Man down to a core. Like when I look at all three Spider-Man, Toby, Andrew, and Tom, I think, and I see like all their suits, the way they act, the way they maneuver, the way they fight, even the way they look, height-wise, all that. I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Andrew Garfield is the most comic accurate Spider-Man. I can look at him and be like, yo, that's how a Spider-Man's supposed to act. That's how Spider-Man's supposed to swing. That's how Spider-Man's supposed to joke when he's in fights. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think he got that down to the core. I think that's something that everybody can agree on, that he has the best swinging and the best quips out of all three Spider-Man. Some will probably say Tom maybe with the quips. Honestly, he probably quipped. His quips were he had some quips in Homecoming, but you didn't really see so much of it in Far From Home and not really in No Way Home. So I'm gonna give Andrew Garfield the best, in my opinion, depiction of just Spider-Man the character in general. But that doesn't mean he has the best movies. I do think his movies are better than Tom's, but that's just my opinion. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Iron Boy Jr., Tom Holland. Not the biggest fan of him, just gonna say that off rip. Or let's say not the biggest fan of his movies. And just because I guess you could say preference. I think like when it comes to Toby and Andrew's films, it's a straight Spider-Man street level film. And then the vibe I kind of got with Tom Holland's films, especially the first one, is like, oh, like this is Spider-Man in the MCU. It wasn't just like, oh, this is a Spider-Man film. It's more like, yo, hey guys, we just put Spider-Man in the MCU, and they had him, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with him being associated with Iron Man, even though I wouldn't prefer that. We didn't get the classic heroic arc like we got with Andrew and Toby, like how they became Spider-Man, which is fine because it gave it like a new fresh twist, because we kind of already seen that with the last two depictions of Spider-Man. But I just wanted a more, when Tom came, I wanted a more street level film, and I think you know they're gonna do that for Brand New Day. But those are my opinions on the three Spider-Man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if your favorite is Toby Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, or Iron Boy Jr. Spider-Man. Let me know who's your favorite villain out of all three Spider-Man as well. And hey, let me know in the comments. Maybe the next video I'll do, we'll talk about which Spider-Man villain out of all three Spider-Man was the best. Alright? Deuces. Y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. In Jesus' name. Rhyming accidentally. Bye.